Today, we will visit the National Folk Museum located next to Gyeongbok Palace. It is like part of the Gyeongbok Palace, so mostly people visit both together. It opens every day, and it's free. However, if you would like to visit Gyeongbok Palace, you need to buy the ticket for the palace. When you enter the main gate, you can see the information center immediately. And if you go straight, you can get the entrance for Gyeongbok Palace. Here's the east side of the palace. You can get the ticket for Gyeongbok Palace here. Since we will visit the National Folk Museum today, let's turn right. The museum has played significant roles in providing educational and cultural opportunities to understand how Koreans lived in traditional times. Not only inside the museum, but there are also open-air exhibits. The outdoor exhibition offers a reproduction of traditional rural life. This is Ochong House. It demonstrates the typical features of a house belonging to a local family with medium income during the late Joseon period. Ochon in the building's name comes from Ochonri, the name of the birth village of a woman who married into the Nam family. When the house was dismantled for relocation, an inscription indicating the year of the construction, 1848, was discovered. The house was built in a square shape with a yard in the center. All roof ridges were connected, and the women's quarter was smoothly linked to the men's space. There are 4 rooms, to open floor spaces, and 2 spaces for storage. There are entrances on all sides except the back of the house. You can also see modern and contemporary streets. Here is a walk down memory lane. This exhibition recreates a space from the everyday life of Koreans from the 1970s to the 1980s. It is a street housing a mom-and-pop store, restaurant, barbershop, cafe, comic book cafe, electronics store, photo studio, and classroom. Both the exterior and interior of each building display objects that bring back memories of the time. Visitors can pump water from a street water pump, enjoy listening to music in a cafe, and try on old-fashioned school uniforms in a photo studio. The 12 zodiac animal signs are a set of imaginary guardian figures, each of which has a head of rat, axe, tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, goat, monkey, rooster, dog, and pigs on a human body. As spatial temporal symbols, the 12 zodiac animal signs have appeared on the surface of pagodas, as guardian stones of tombs, Buddhist paintings, and other everyday life items with Chinese character since the Three Kingdoms period. The 12 zodiac animal signs displayed here are reconstructed, based on the guardian stones of the royal tomb of King Cheongduk. Animal signs are placed in a circular shape, to show the directions and time of the day that each animal represents. Let's go inside the museum. The museum has 3 permanent exhibitions, 2 special exhibitions, a library, a souvenir shop, and other subsidiary facilities. The permanent exhibition 1, Korean Traditional Daily Life, presents everyday life in 17th to 20th century Korea. A village community formed by a wide range of people provided an important place to make a living. This exhibition features items embodying the modest lives of villagers, as they work from early in the morning until late at night to coexist in harmony with their neighbors and earn a livelihood. And familiar scene of people starting and ending their days unfolds in this exhibition. This exhibition gallery changes with the season to reflect the cycles of daily life among Korean people as they experience and appreciate seasonal changes. Permanent exhibition 2 is temporarily closed to renovate it into the 4 seasons of Koreans. It will reopen on November 9, 2020. This exhibition hall displays the major life events of certain Korean figures born into the upper class during the Joseon Dynasty. During the Joseon Dynasty, all families wished for sons because the family line was continued through the sons. A child's birth was announced by hanging a straw rope across the front gate of the house. Because of the high infant mortality in traditional society, the birth of a child was formally celebrated with a feast on the 100th day. And have a big celebration for the first birthday with predicting the child's future. The Joseon Dynasty was a predominantly Confucius society, with a strict prohibition of encounters and distinctions between males and females. Marriage was conducted mostly through matchmakers at that time. During such a process, the marital compatibility between men and women was reviewed based on the birth year, month, day, and time of birth. Through Joseon Dynasty was a rigid class society, upward social mobility was legally possible for those who passed the civil service examinations. Some were appointed to government posts owing to the merits of their ancestors. However, joining officialdom by passing the state examinations was the surest way to a successful public career for men. While taking a break from their everyday routines, Joseon aristocrats retreated to nature and enjoyed various artistic pursuits. They played the gomango and composed poems in a thatched cottage deep in the mountains, or built closer ties with friends and relatives by singing and dancing together at scenic spots. Those who got ill or weak were treated at Oriental herbal medicinal clinics during the Joseon Dynasty. The doctors initially consulted with Chinese medical literature. After the printing of the Korean book Dongeuk Bodum, complied by Hojin, it became a common reference for acupuncture, moxibustion, and the preparation of medicine. When these therapies did not result in recovery, people often resorted to supernatural powers. They invited shamans to perform exorcisms, acquired amulets, and employed other kinds of sorcery to cure or prevent diseases. Funeral rites refer to the 3-year-long ritual of burying the dead in the ground and coming out of mourning after 27 months. During the Joseon Dynasty, the 3-year-long funeral rite was considered the duty of the children by the Confucian ethics of filial duty. The children would resign from their government posts or farming duties and take care of the dead as though the parent was alive by building a small hut next to the grave over 3 years. Ancestral rites were regularly performed to pay respects to ancestors in the family shrine. Worshipping one's ancestors as if they were alive was considered the highest expression of filial piety. I hope you enjoyed my video today. See you in the next video.